All right, good afternoon and good evening to some of you. Welcome to MedProU IELTS preparation program. Today we are going to talk about IELTS reading. Okay, so I hope you have a pen and paper with you so you can make some notes and maybe you can, try to do our exercises later on. My name is Carla. I'm one of the English proficiency guides here in MedPro, and I hope you can learn a lot today. Okay. All right, so now let's talk about IELTS reading. Okay, I'm going to share with you some tips, okay? And let's start with the tip number one. All right. So today, okay, the first thing that you need to do in IELTS reading is to understand the different question types. We have multiple choice. Okay, you just have to choose the correct answer from the three or four options. We also have identifying information. You will be asked whether it's true, false, or not given. Okay? So you will determine if the statement agrees, disagrees, or you cannot verify it in the passage. We also have yes, no, not given. One common mistake with people is that instead of writing true or false, they use yes or no. You have to be familiar with the directions. Okay, read the directions. If you write Y or N or T or F, that is incorrect. Okay, so you have to identify if the statement reflects the writer's opinion. Matching information. We have matching headings and matching features. We also have matching sentence endings. Later on, we're going to do exercises with these question types. We also have sentence completion. You just have to fill in the blanks. Summary completion. Okay, it's a paragraph instead of a sentence. We also have note, table, flowchart completion, diagram label completion, and short answer questions. See, there's a lot of things that you can do, but not necessarily that all of them will be present in one exam, but more likely five or six of them will be there in your actual reading test. Okay. So now, okay, the skill that you need to have in IELTS reading is your skill in skimming and scanning. One common mistake that people do is they try to read the article intensively. Don't do that. You don't have enough time. There are three passages and 40 questions. Ideally, you should only spend 1 minute per question. That's already 40 minutes. The remaining 20 minutes shall be distributed to read, to skim and scan your passages. So when you do the skimming, this one helps you to get the gist of the passage. So what is it about? Okay, while scanning allows you to locate specific information. So maybe a name, a phone number, an address, or any specific information. Okay, so you have to practice moving your eyes quickly over the text without reading every word. So if it's asking you to, if it's asking you to find a name, so you just have to scan. Okay, so now, okay, let's do the matching headings. Okay, this is a warm up. Okay, read the passage. This is just part of the passage and identify which one is the heading for this paragraph. I'm just checking if you're there. Okay, what is the correct heading for this one? Okay, it's telling you about regular physical activity not only improves muscle tone, okay, but also reduces the risk, okay? It boosts immune system. So this is telling you the benefits of regular exercise. Okay, very good. That's a good start. How about this one? Some believe that exercise alone can lead to drastic weight loss. However, weight management requires a balance between exercise, diet, and other lifestyle choices. It's a misconception that physical activity can always lead to significant weight changes. All right. So, question number one is A. How about question number two? So, I'm glad that everybody is active. Okay, keep it up until until the end of the session. Okay. So anyway, the correct answer here is letter B. This is the common misconception about exercise. Okay, it's easy, right? Okay. How about this one? We're now on the third for the matching headings. Okay. It has been linked to mental health benefits. So which one is connected to mental? Okay, it's letter C. Correct. Okay. And lastly, okay. So as you can see, we were able to know the heading not by reading the entire paragraph, but just looking at the keywords. Okay. So now, okay, so tip number three, you need to work on your time management. Okay. As I've mentioned earlier, you only have 1 hour to complete 40 questions. So allocate your time wisely. Spend 20 minutes per passage. Okay. When I took the paper-based exam, there was a projector, and then there's a countdown, so you can see the time well. But then in computer-based exam, you will see that you can see the clock. Okay. When you take the exam, whether it's paper-based or computer-based, you are not allowed to use a watch. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, if you find the question too difficult, you have to move on. Okay, just come back later. If you think you're spending 5 minutes in one question, oh no, don't do that. Okay. So just make the best guess. Number four, you have to look for keywords. Identify the keywords in the questions and find their synonyms or paraphrases in the text. Sometimes the options are not exactly how it was written on the passage. Okay, you have to locate the answers more efficiently. Okay, for example, okay, this one. Let's try to complete the sentence. I already read the paragraph above and then answer numbers 1 to 3. Okay, so I will give you 3 minutes to do it. Look for the keywords. Mm-hmm. How about the others? Okay, you still have 1 minute. Okay. All right. Okay. Bees are essential for the process of blank many crops. So it's when you say essential, it also means crucial. Okay. So the process is called pollinating. Correct. Number one is it's pollinating. Okay. Number two, the decline in bee populations is partly caused by blank loss. So which one? Due to habitat. Okay. Number two is habitat. it's not when you write habitat loss, it's incorrect because there's already a loss at the end after the blank. And number three, protecting bees involves reducing the use of reducing pesticide application. So the answer is reducing the use of pesticide. Okay. So yeah. So that is for sentence completion. Okay. So as much as possible, you have to copy exactly how it was written. How about this one? Okay. I'm going to give you another 2 minutes. 2 minutes for this. Okay. All of the answers are already there. Look for the keywords. Actually, it's already in order. Okay. Number one, Mount Everest is known as the world's highest. Okay. If you write high, that is incorrect. It should be highest. Number two, climbing Everest requires both physical endurance and has to be technical skills. And lastly, many climber technical climbing skills, not just technical only. It has to be technical climbing. Okay. Many climbers are drawn to Everest despite the dangers. It's here on the last one. Despite the dangers involved. Okay. How about this one? Again, 2 minutes for this one. Those who are not answering, please do so. This is easier. Okay, electric vehicles are considered alternative to blank cars. Okay, it's on the first sentence. It has to be gasoline powered. Okay, so as you can see, there's a hyphen. So you have to copy how it was written. Without the hyphen, it's different. Okay, gasoline hyphen powered. Okay, so again, copy exactly how it was written. Okay, number two, one benefit of EVs is the reduction of blank emissions. Okay, so number two, what is the answer? It's tailpipe. Okay, tailpipe emissions, not zero tailpipe. Okay, it's tailpipe only. And number three, widespread EV use depends on improvements in blank technology. That is on the last sentence in battery technology. Okay, so there must be two T, B A double T ERY. Okay, okay, very good. I think everybody is getting better scores now. Okay, now here's another tip. Okay, so you have to understand synonyms and paraphrasing. Most of the time, IELTS paraphrases the questions in the text. You have to practice recognizing and understanding ideas in different words. Okay. So again, you have to train yourself with vocabulary. Number six, you have to read instructions carefully. Okay? You have to pay attention to the word limit and the format required. Sometimes they say use one word only, use two words or a number. If you write three words, that's already incorrect. Okay? For example, they say use no more than two words. You have to write at least or maybe the maximum of two words. Okay. So number seven, you have to focus on the first and the last sentences. This is a hack. Okay. The main idea of the paragraph is often in the first or the last sentence. Okay. So read this carefully and then scan the rest for details. And also, okay, be aware of distractors. Sometimes it will cause you misleading information. Usually they include distractors that seem to be correct but are not, okay? Because sometimes all of the options are also in the passage. You just have to be aware of the distractions. Like all of them are included except some they do have something like that. Okay, so now let's try true false not given. So number one, okay, many people think that consuming dairy products leads to strong bones due to calcium they contain. However, recent studies suggest that the relationship between dairy products and bone health is not as simple as once thought. Okay, so now based on this one, look at number one. Okay, dairy products are essential for strong bones. Is it true, false, or not given? It is true if it agrees. If it is false, if it's telling you the otherwise, it's not given. It's not given if you cannot verify it from the passage. Okay. A lot of you mentioned it's false. Actually, it's false because the passage does not contain or does not claim that dairy is essential. Okay? So it's not essential, but it only contains calcium. Okay? So they don't say that, oh, it's very essential. Okay? So it contains calcium, which is important, but they are not saying anything about dairy products. Okay, how about number two? Calcium is the only nutrient required for bone health. Is it the only? Okay, those are some words that so some are distractors. Okay. Number two, it's false. Okay, why? The passage mentions that calcium is important, but not the only nutrient. Okay, so they also have vitamin D, physical activity, overall diet. Okay, how about number three? Other factors besides calcium are important for maintaining strong bones. Number three is true. Okay, so there are also other factors. Okay. How do you feel about true false not given? Okay. I hope that you can get better scores after our exercises here. Okay, let's have another one. Okay. This one is multiple choice. Okay. So I want you to read the paragraph and then based on the paragraph, okay, what does it say? Okay, many people believe that reading books on paper is better for retaining information. So, what does the passage say about reading on paper? Okay. Is it D? Is it B? How about the others? Ideally, you will only spend 1 minute per question. We now have three answers: D, B, C. Okay. So look at the passage. Okay. So they are telling that on the second sentence, research shows that reading on screens does not significantly affect memory retention as long as the reader is fully engaged. So, as you can see, there's no significant advantage. Number one is letter D. Okay, so we already spent more than 1 minute there. How about this one? Another 1 minute for this one. Same material. So what does the passage suggest about digital books? Okay. So I think all of you answered letter B. The passage highlights the convenience and environmental benefits of digital books. So it's letter B. All right. Let's try another one. This one is sentence completion. So in here, okay, you have to answer with no more than two words. Okay. So I'm going to give you 3 minutes for this one. Okay. Another minute. One more minute. Okay. So, how about number three? Again, no more than two words. Okay, how about number three? You will be surprised with number three. It's already there. Range anxiety is a concern for people who worry about the blank of their vehicle. It's already there. Okay. Don't overthink. Okay, that's right. Okay, so number one, electric vehicles help reduce blank in cities. It's number one is air pollution. Okay, the passage specifically mentions how EVs reduce air pollution in urban areas. Okay, so cities, urban areas. Number two, okay, one challenge to widespread adoption of EVs is the high blank of batteries. It's the high cost. Okay, the answer is cost. The passage clearly states that the high battery costs are a challenge. Okay, and lastly, okay, range anxiety is a concern for people who worry about the blank of their vehicle. It's range, okay? The answer is range. That's right, okay? So it refers to range anxiety. That is their concern. It's range. Okay, I told you, stop overthinking. Okay, it's already there. Okay, how about this one? Now let's do the matching information. I'm going to make it easier for you because you only have like one question per paragraph. Okay. So using this paragraph, okay, telemedicine is considered particularly helpful for patients in blank areas. How about the others? Okay, that's the only answer. Okay. Telemedicine is considered particularly helpful for patients in rural areas. That is here in the last sentence. Okay. How about this one? All right. Healthcare professionals are concerned that telemedicine may lack blank. Okay, that's correct. So they may lack personal touch in remote consultations. Okay, so that is correct. Personal touch. Okay, how about this one? On the other hand, many patients find telemedicine easier and more affordable by eliminating the need to travel to a healthcare facility. So, what is the main one advantage for patients? Technology also helps reduce the spread of infectious diseases. Be mindful or of your word form. See if it sounds good in the sentence. It's what. One advantage of telemedicine for patients is it's blank. Okay, I can see correct answers. Okay, instead of saying affordable, or you have to say affordability. Okay, you have to make sure that it is grammatically correct. So we are talking about affordability. Okay, it's more affordable for patients. Okay. So number 9, you have to practice with different texts. So IELTS reading passage come from a variety of subjects. You have to practice with different types of reading materials. You can read a newspaper, scientific articles, journals, magazines. Okay. So that's how you can train yourself. Okay. So now, let's practice with heading matching. Okay. So this is the article we are reading about earlier. What is the best heading for this one? I'm giving you 1 minute. Okay. Most of you answered letter C, and that is correct. So they are talking about the popularity of telemedicine. So there's a demand, okay? It's a rapidly growing field. How about this one? Okay, it's the same headings but another part of the paragraph. What is the best heading for this one? Okay, so it's telling you about the challenges. Okay, so it's not without its drawbacks. So lack of face-to-face interaction, effectiveness of medical examination, they don't have access. So this is telemedicine and its challenges. It's letter B. How about this one? So, one of the key advantages of telemedicine is its potential for reducing healthcare cost. How about the others? Okay. All right, everybody got correct answer. It's letter D, telemedicine and cost savings. Okay. So, my last tip, okay, is don't overthink. Okay? If you cannot find the evidence in the text, usually it's not given. Okay? Don't assume based on your general knowledge. Okay? It always has to be on the passage. Okay? So I'm going to have a couple of practice tests for true false not given because a lot of people say that this one is the most challenging for them. Even my students, they keep on asking me to provide more practice tests for true false not given. So now, okay, since there are 3 questions, I'm going to time you 3 minutes to answer the question. Okay, so your 3 minutes starts now.
Let's see how many will get the correct answer. Okay, most of you are still a number two. Okay, how about the others? Mm-hmm. Okay, so some of you are confused whether it's F or NG. If you write FT or NG, that is incorrect. It has to be false, true, false, or not given. Okay, so now, okay, it is false if it's telling you the opposite. Okay, it's not given if you cannot verify it from the passage. Okay, so number one, penguins can fly like other birds. It's telling you the opposite. Okay, penguins are flightless birds. It's false. Number one is false. Okay. Number two, most penguins live in the southern hemisphere, especially in Antarctica. So that is true. Okay. So false and then true. Now, penguins are poor swimmers. Is it true? False or not given? In the last sentence, unlike many other birds, penguins are excellent swimmers. So this is false because it's telling you the opposite. So excellent swimmers, poor swimmers, so it's false. Okay, the correct answer is false, true, false. Okay. Now, are you ready for another round? Okay. How about this one? I'm giving you 3 minutes again for this one. Okay, I think everybody's done. Okay, let's see. Okay. Number one, okay, renewable energy is becoming more popular worldwide. Can we verify it? Okay. Renewable energy is becoming more popular worldwide as mentioned. Okay. So increasingly used around the world. So this is true. Number one is true. Okay. Number two, all countries aim to use only renewable energy by 2030. Okay? The passage mentions ambitious targets for 2030, but there's no information that all countries aim to do it. So it's not given. Okay? There's no information about it. They say many countries, but not all. Okay? So it's not given. Number three, solar and wind are examples of renewable energy sources. So it's true. Solar and wind are indeed examples as stated. Okay. So it was there, such as wind and solar power. Okay. So it's not false because it's not telling you the otherwise. Maybe They say, it says here, many countries have set. But then, if you are going to say none of the countries have set ambitious targets, this is incorrect. Okay. But when we say um, all countries, the other, it's not telling you the opposite, but it's not, you cannot confirm it in the passage. Can you Do you get it? So if it's telling you the opposite, that is false. But if you cannot verify it on the passage, that is not given. Okay. So let's have another set. Okay. This one. Another 3 minutes for this. All right. So I think everybody's done. Okay. So Leonardo da Vinci was a famous artist and scientist. Okay. So in the first sentence, can you verify it? He was not only a brilliant artist, but also an inventor and scientist. So is it true? Yes, that he is a famous artist and scientist. Inventor was omitted, but it doesn't mean that it is not given or it is false. So he is considered as artist and scientist, and that is correct. Okay. So number two, all of Leonardo's inventions were built in his time. In the second sentence, his notebooks contain designs for machines, some of which were not feasible to build with materials available during his lifetime. So it is false. It was not all of his inventions were built. Some are not feasible during that time. So that is false. And lastly, Leonardo's notebooks contain machine designs. So his notebook contain designs for machines. So they just paraphrasing it. Okay? So this is okay, the correct answer is true, false, and true. Okay? So true, false, and true. You can verify it there. So number two, okay. So in number two, all of Leonardo's inventions were built in his time, but it was mentioned here that some were not feasible. Some were not feasible in his time, meaning they cannot not built in during that time. So it is false. Okay? It is not given because it's telling you the otherwise. Okay? So it was mentioned some of which were not feasible to build during his lifetime. So some were not built in his time. Okay? So here in number one, it was mentioned that he is a brilliant artist and an inventor and a scientist. So we can say that Leonardo da Vinci was a famous artist and scientist. Okay? Is this clear? I hope. Okay. So here's the last one. How about this one? This one is the easiest. Mm. Oh, that makes sense. Brilliant and famous is not exactly the same, but they can overlap. That you have a point, Lynette. Some cases, someone who is brilliant may also be famous. But sometimes, yeah, that makes sense. Let me think about it. Mm-mm. How about the others? All right, let's check. So, in the recent years, urban gardening has gained popularity in cities worldwide. Number one is asking you, urban gardening is a common activity in rural areas. When you say city, it is urban. Okay? Rural is for provinces. So it's telling you the opposite. Okay? So urban gardening is mentioned, not rural. So this is false. Number one is false. Okay, so it is a trend in cities, not rural areas. So it is incorrect. Okay. Number two, some city dwellers grow their own food to reduce cost. Okay, is it true or false or not given? Number one is not given. Okay, number one, again, it's telling you the opposite. As I've mentioned, urban gardening is common in rural areas. The keyword is rural areas. Okay, in here, when you say rural, is not, sorry, rural is not urban. It is the opposite. So cities is for urban, not rural. It is not given because it is telling you the opposite. Okay, so it's the opposite. It's not given. You will only use not given if you cannot verify it there. Okay, so number two, okay, some city dwellers grow their own food to reduce cost. Is this true, false, or not given? For number two, can you verify it if they grow their own food? It's true, okay, because many people now grow vegetables on their balconies and rooftop. So we can verify it, right? To reduce cost, to reduce food expenses. Okay? So number two is definitely true. We can see it clearly there. And lastly, number three, urban gardening helps add greeneries to the cities. Is it true, false, or not given? Okay, bring greenery to the urban areas. Okay, so okay, add greenery to the cities. Okay, so we can verify it. It's there, so it is true. Okay, oh, we still have 5 minutes. Okay, so how about this one? How should we write our answers? It's okay if you do uppercase or lowercase for true, false, not given. However, the safest way for reading, I recommend that you copy exactly how it was written. For listening, you can do all caps, that's fine. For reading, the safest way is to copy exactly how it was written, with hyphen, without hyphen, something like that. Okay. Okay, the Amazon rainforest produces a significant amount of the Earth's oxygen. Okay, so when you are being told that you are the lungs of the Earth, okay, it produces 20% of planet's oxygen. So definitely, okay, when you are being called the lungs of the Earth, do you produce very small amount? So yes, you produce significant amount, okay? Number two, okay, the Amazon rainforest is being cut down for agriculture. Okay, let me just highlight it. Okay. So, unfortunately, due to logging and agri unfortunately, deforestation due to logging and agriculture. So they are being cut down for agriculture. Is it correct? So yes, that's right. Okay. Deforestation has completely stopped in Amazon. Okay. So they are telling you that, okay, it completely stopped. But as you can see, unfortunately, deforestation continues to threaten. Okay, so this is false. Okay, so it's true, true, and false. Okay, so I hope that, okay, I can send you some more practice tests for true, false, not given. I mean, I can send you some materials if you need more practice for that. Actually, okay, let me just share with you. Let me share with you some practice tests. Let me share it on screen. This one, you can try IELTS List, IELTS Mentor, IELTS Simon, British Council, and IELTS Online Test. Take a screenshot of that so you can access their practice test. All right, are you done? Okay, also this one. So that's 1 to 5. This is 6 to 10. So you'll have hundreds of resources. Okay. Stephen, you can send me an email about it. I can send you practice test there. Okay. So we can also do the IELTS Advantage, IELTS Test Store .net. Um, um, Advice to you: don't spend money on paid resources because there are many free resources online. Just maximize them. If they are asking you to pay, just do the one with trial versions. Okay. So anyway, I hope that you were able to practice your reading. It's easier when you are in a group. Y- When you are alone, sometimes you feel that, okay, I have so much time. But now that you are in class, you feel that there's pressure. Some people, they can send the answers right away. And then sometimes you feel that, am I being too slow or am I fast enough? So anyway, so I hope that you're able to practice your skills, reading skills today. And on Tuesday, on Wednesday, and Friday, we also have live lectures for other sections. Okay. So anyway, thank you everybody. Have a great day ahead. It's already 9 p.m. here in the Philippines. I think in Kenya it's 12. Okay, you may take your lunch. Have a great day ahead, everyone. Hey, goodbye.